How y'all doing? Welcome to Way Back Wednesday. And this time we'll be looking at some diecast from Italy. The company's called Mercury. Mercury was in business from about 1945 until 1980. They were the premier diecast toy company in their time in the 60s and 70s and a little before. What you're looking at right now, Mercury issued this in 1967. This is a Fiat Dino Pininfarina. It's a pretty nice looking car. This is the Fiat version of the Ferrari Dino. It's got an opening back. And look at there, it's got a little prop. Prop that up. Check out that motor. That's a nice little feature for that car. Opening doors. Really nice. It says Dino on the front. Let's look at the base. Pininfarina, Italian designer. Rubber tires. All these are 1 to 43rd scale. That is a really sharp little car. See the back. Nice design. All right, next up, got a Porsche Carrera 6. Also issued in 1967. I've got the box for this one. Pretty nice little box. Nice artwork on that. Now this one, motor pops up. Well, not motor, but spare tires in there. I don't know if you can see that. And these doors open somehow. Here they are. They fold up. That's cool, isn't it? You can't see the motor. It's underneath something. That's cool. 1967. Let's try to stay in the shot this time. Another just super cool design for that period of time. Next up, we'll step back in time a little bit. However, Mercury issued this in 1967. This is a 1935 Fiat Ballia Sports Spider. This was designed by Ghia. And this was a hot rod at that time. You could get this. The upgrade was a 4-speed transmission and with a whopping 36 horsepower. Fiat made these for several years. This 508 is what the number was on it. Now this one has got the little doors open. And the hood pops off. It's all die cast. There's that motor. There's that big 36 horsepower massive motor. And the trunk opens, or the boot. Got a rubber spare tire. And there's the base on it. It doesn't really have any kind of text on it anywhere. But it's really a nice model. Very well made. The Fiat Ballia. Alrighty. Next up, we got another racing car. It's got a Chaparral 2F. That was supposed to be That was a super fast car at its time. But that car never, I think it won one race out of all its starts. That's a cool car. This one, same thing. Doors pop up, open. Little spoiler flops back and forth. That's a nice one. Chaparral 2F. All right, the next one we've got an Alfa Romeo 33. That's the first model 33 they made. This is a Tipo, T-I-P-O, Tipo 33. And they made this one from 66 to 67. And Mercury made the model in 1968. It's a sharp looking car there. It's got opening doors. Front opens. Wheel. The back opens. Now the back, this is kind of neat. It's got the little straps that fit in a little hole there. And you take them off. And then the back comes up to reveal that super motor. That's cool. There's the bottom. Cool race car. All right, and in 1968, they came out with a series of 1 to 64 scale cars called the Speedy series. And I have a couple samples for you. Got a Ferrari 250 Le Mans in green and an OSI Silver Fox. That was an experimental car that was actually made to race in Le Mans, but the company went out of business and they only made one of these. They called it the Wing with Wheels. That was actually built to race at Le Mans. Kind of looks like a Lotus Europa from the side, but that is pretty unique. And these were made to compete with, of course, Hot Wheels and Matchbox. There's the base of that one. Speedy. Alrighty. Next up, let's go back to the 1 to 43rd scale. Got a Ferrari 330 P4. Mercury made this one, issued this one in 1969. That's a super sports car right there. Opening doors. Check out that shifter they've got mounted in there. Doors open. Back opens. It's got a rubber tire. The tire is exactly like what's on the car. I really like that feature. It's got the wiper. It's cool. Ferrari 330. All right, the next one we've got another Alfa Romeo. This is a Montreal Breton. This one was issued in 1969. Alfa Romeo, they made this car in the early 70s, but they kept the Montreal name to it, you can see, because it premiered at a car show in Canada, in Montreal, and it just stuck with it. Opening doors. Pretty cool. This is the special series that came out, and here's the box on that. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong one. That's my other one. Never mind. I'm sorry. But that's a sharp looking car. All right. Next up, got another experimental car, concept car. This is called a Sigma Grand Prix Pininfarina. Now, this car was made by a group of engineers that wanted to improve safety for Formula One racing. And the car was sponsored by Ferrari, Alfa Romeo, and Mercedes. It had a lot of safety features like improved seat belts, shock resistant on impact, lots of little things. They only made one of them. And it was supposed to have been the future of F1. And you can see the Sigma Greek lettering on the front. That's a different looking car there. Sigma. Still, that's pretty cool. Something you don't see. This one was issued in 1969 also. Alrighty, next one, got another Alfa Romeo. And this is also another Alfa 33. And this was a concept car. They only made one. I think the Stradale, this is a Pininfarina, and I think it was based on they designed it off the Stradale, I think, or the Tipo. That's cool. These come up the back. That's sharp. Another Pininfarina. That's cool. All right, the next one we've got another car. This is a Bizzarini Manta, another Italian designer. And they actually made this car for a few years in the 70s. Bizzarini Manta. It's got the opening doors. I don't know, I guess that's it on this one. Yeah. See how the steering wheel's in the middle of right in the middle. You can sit 3 people in there, 3 seats. Manta. It's cool looking. Now this one was issued in 1970. Now this is the box that I have for that one. And there it is. Number 305. All right, next up, we got another Ferrari. This time we have a 312P. Open top. The back opens on this. I guess that's it. Yeah. This one was also made in 1970. Another cool Ferrari. Looks more like a Can-Am racer. All right, we got one more. All right, we got one more. We got a Porsche. This one we've got a Ferrari 917. Let's back out a little bit so you can get a better shot of that as a whole. This one's what they called an auto box. And this is the way they sold the vehicle, the toy. It's got a couple cracks in the back, you can see. And they came out with several of these. The number was 308, and they did 308A through E or F. And they did all the different liveries of that model for that time. Now, what's cool about this little auto box, the garage. Let's see if we can get it to, well, of course not. Anyway, the little door is supposed to hold up, and then the car can drive him out and drive him back in there. Isn't that cool? Let's take him out so you can get a better look at it. This was issued in 1970. Back opens. Nice feature. This is the shell livery, of course. There's the base. The front. That was an awesome car at that time, now I'm telling you. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. I love to hear from you. And I'll see you next week with another Way Back Wednesday. Have a good one.